Dear students, now let us see the concept of bridge pattern. The intent of the bridge pattern is to decouple an abstraction from its implementation so that both two can vary independently. A bridge pattern says that just decouple the functional abstraction from the implementation so that two can vary independently. The bridge pattern is also known as the handle or the body, and the advantages of the bridge patterns are it enables the separation of implementation from the interface, so that we are going to separate the implementation details from the interface so that implementation details you can vary as your own, and improves the extensibility, means that we can able to extend the interfaces or uh, implements the interfaces or extend the classes. It allows the hiding of implementation details from the client, and we can use bridge patterns when we don't want permanent binding between the functional abstraction and the in implementation. And also we can use the bridge pattern when both the functional abstraction and its implementation need to extended using the subclasses. And also we can use bridge pattern mostly in those places where changes are made in the implementation does not affect the clients. The motivation of the bridge pattern: when an abstraction can have one of the several possible implementations, the usual way to accommodate them is to use inheritance. By using the inheritance, we can extend the properties of one class to the another class. An abstract class defines the interface to the abstraction, and concrete subclasses implement in different ways. We know that abstract class is having the abstract methods. We can provide the details or definition to those methods by extending those abstract classes to make them as a concrete subclasses. But this approach is not always flexible enough. Inheritance binds an implementation to the abstraction permanently, which makes it difficult to modify, extend, and reuse. Consider the implementation of portable window abstraction in a user interface toolkit. This abstraction should enable us to write applications that work on both X Windows system and IBM's presentation manager. For example, using inheritance, we could define an abstract class window and a subclass X window and the IBM Presentation Manager window that implement the window interface for the different platforms. But this approach is also having the drawbacks. Some drawbacks are there. It's inconvenient to extend the window abstraction to cover different kinds of windows or new platforms. Imagine an icon window subclass of window that specializes the window abstraction for icons. Here you see in this diagrams, window is going to have the subclasses X window and the presentation manager IBM window, and here you see the again window X window PM window, and again under icon window again we are having the two subclasses X icon window and the presentation manager IBM icon window. The bridge pattern addresses these problems by putting the window abstraction and its implementation in separate class hierarchies. There is one class hierarchy for window interfaces: window, icon window, transient window, and separate hierarchy for platform specific window implementations with window IMP as its root and X window IMP subclass, for example, providing implementation based on the X window system. In this diagram, you see here window and the window IMP are separated from the all other subclasses. That is going to be act as a bridge and providing all the information which is necessary for to uh, process the request or process the task by any of the subclasses under this hierarchy. Yes, this is about the explanation of the bridge pattern. Thank you.